Yo, you guys, Christian and the Corey Man here, and we are here to review Naruto Chapter 540. The worst 10 chapter. No, it's not the worst, but we have a few things we want to talk about before we get into the actual review of this chapter. First, maybe this is us reacting to the community a little too much, but damn, people are freaking out about Sakura punching something. I'm like, isn't that like her only attack?
I mean, well, the thing is, a lot of people were talking about, oh man, Sakura rocked this week. She did something really cool. How often does she not punch something or elbow something and then there's a big explosion followed by it? Have you not seen the fight with Sasori? That was way better than this. I think, frankly, that some people are just giving Sakura a little too much credit this week. I'll give her credit for the fact that she noticed something was going on, but she didn't really do anything that spectacular that we haven't seen before.
I just have to agree with Corey. It wasn't as great as people made it. Sorry we're reacting to the community in that sense, but they just, damn, people settle down. I mean, I know you got favorites. We all got favorites. Corey loves Kakashi, I love Naruto, but damn, I'm not going to freak out every time Naruto punches someone. Anyway, the other thing is people were talking about Neji got trolled. Well, if I wasn't too busy reviewing, I'd be patting myself on the back right now because we already knew that was fucking Zetsu. So, excuse us. And, what else? Neji was Zetsu. I mean, that was pretty obvious. It wasn't Neji. Did you see his reactions, his facial expressions, no Byakugan? I mean, it was obvious it wasn't Neji. So, one more thing, actually. Corey reminded me right before we got onto the review. The pairing war got all started up again. Look at that panel where Sakura is looking at, Sasuke. She looks, like, depressed. She's like, I love my boyfriend who beats me.
How many times have they shared very deep dialogue before anyway? I mean, what the hell does Sakura see in this mass murderer?
What was it like when Sasuke left? He was like Sakura was like pouring her heart out to him, and he's like, "You're annoying," and then he left. Bam!
Yeah, right after that.
Judo chop.
And then the other thing with Hinata in this chapter with Naruto. Just more things that we already know. But the point of this, we're just annoyed because there's a war going on. Who cares?
Let's develop
besides,
that.
Kishimoto cannot... He can't do romance. He can't.
It's not that he's a bad writer. He does a lot of things well, but romance is just not one of them. And, I mean, if we get to...
And maybe it's the last thing on my mind when I'm reading Naruto.
Yeah, and I understand other readers like Naruto for other reasons, but if we're doing these reviews, pairing wars will never, ever come in these videos.
So now that we got that other stuff out of the way, let's just go ahead and start this review. It basically starts up again with the pedo bear and Sakura talking in the tent, and that sounded odd. And pedo bear decides to just get the hell out of there because he realizes there's no way I'm going to be able to compete with this mass murdering asshole that everybody just seems to love. And
so Neji comes in and starts talking to Sakura, and he just has this weird vibe to him, in my opinion. First of all, he's putting his arm on Sakura's shoulder. That's weird. Neji never does that. He either stands with his arms crossed or by his side. And so they start talking. And actually, we figure out that he's looking for more information on the doctors. So, we have to give him some credit, or Zetsu Neji, Nedzets, or whatever abbreviation you come up with, the community.
In specific, this Zetsu is looking for Shizune. And this is when Sakura basically is explaining that Tauntaun got hurt. Zetsu doesn't know who Tauntaun is. And that's when we get to see the red...
Corey's got a phone call. We cut to Nagato and Itachi, and they are just talking. And they're like, hey, why aren't we being used? And then Itachi's like, actually Nagato is like, well, Madara probably already had a plan. This is someone else controlling us. And then it cuts away.
So if anybody who read the last chapter noticed, Nagato's not doing too well, and he has to have Itachi basically carry him around, because he's basically a cripple at this point. And, they go to this Shishi Lion Guardian statue, and somehow Nagato's just chilling at the top, sitting on its tail, and I wonder, did Itachi just throw his ass up there, and he's not going to be able to get him down?
Like, get up there. And cut back to Kiba, and Neji, the real one. Or it's a Zetsu pretending to be Neji hurt in battle.
I doubt that.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, so they're talking, and there's some cool comedy there, actually. They're just talking, and, Neji can't see things. This is kind of weird. Either he's really tired, or his eyes need chakra to work. So that's actually kind of cool. Think about that. Mm-hmm. And that comic relief was pretty funny when Neji was yelling at the wrong person.
Yeah, it was really cool because he's just sitting there and he's obviously screaming at Akamaru, and Kiba's just like, "What the hell, man? I'm right here."
He's like, I thought you were the eye guy. Come on, man.
After we get done with Neji sitting on the stretcher, we go over to Hinata and Chino, who are being severely underused in this arc right now. And basically, they're just there to reinforce the fact that things are tough, but we're going to keep on going.
Because we believe in Naruto.
We get back to the medical tents, and we now know that this Neji is obviously not Neji. We see that he's asking to see Shizune. Sakura tells him basically that Shizune is away and healing Tauntaun right now, who had a leg injury. Neji quickly remarks, well, at least it wasn't a hand injury, and that's when the little light bulb in Sakura's head comes on. Bing! Sakura realizes that this Neji is not Neji. He could be a spy. And then this is when the evil Neji decides to take his chance and kill Sakura. But Sakura's one step ahead of him, and it comes out of nowhere. Boom! Boom! People's elbow! Boom! Ah!
So after this, we learned that Zetsu's weakness is getting punched in the fucking face. So the rest of the chapter, besides the end, is pretty much seeing all the Zetsus running around, killing people, and it was kind of comical seeing Zetsu stab the two pissing ninjas. And I mean, you know, we make a lot of jokes during our reviews, but we honestly, we don't even need to. That was just funny, you know? Like, we could probably make a joke about it, but we're not going to. And that's pretty much what's going to happen. We see the war room. We see all of them just trying to figure out how they're going to, you know, stop the Zetsu clones. Because they can copy everyone's looks, and they can copy your chakra, so they're hard to detect.
If only they had Kurt Russell with a hot needle. Am I the only one who's seen the thing? We then cut back to Naruto and B, who are still making their way to the battlefield, and then all of a sudden, boom! Out of nowhere, the Raikage and Tsunade show up, and they're getting ready to stop him. B even makes a really funny remark about Tsunade's boobs.
Yeah.
No bra.
So, this is a really cool ending. I'm not going to lie. It's a pretty good ending, because this chapter was kind of so-so, and then that ending happened, and it kind of brought it up a notch, and, you know, left it on a good note. So, that is our review of Naruto Chapter 540.
Alright guys, as far as a score would go for Naruto Chapter 540, Christian wanted a 7, I wanted a 6, so we decided to meet in the middle and give it a 6.5. And the main reason for that is, again, this was another chapter with a very little amount of progression, but it was also something that was a little predictable. If you saw our last review, we kind of knew that this was going to be a Zetsu clone, and as it turned out, it was a Zetsu clone. And otherwise, nothing really new is happening on the battlefield. There really isn't anything new happening with Nagato and Itachi, which I think is something that could have been used a little bit more. And underused characters on the battlefield.
And we did kind of see this ending coming because we knew the Raikage and the 5th Hokage were going to go stop Naruto. I mean, we knew that. They were like, we're leaving to go do that. So now they're there doing it. It's not that big of an awesome surprise. But it is a good chapter. And 6.5 is nothing to be ashamed of. It's a good chapter, and, you know, can't wait for next week's. 2 questions this week for you guys. My question is, what do you think Naruto is going to do now that him and the Raikage are hanging out? Is he going to use Talk no Jutsu? Or is he going to fight? Which would be a great fight, honestly. I mean, it'd be a weird way for Naruto to start this war, but it'd also be a really epic fight. Maybe they'll just exchange one blow and then use Talk no Jutsu. Who knows?
And my question to you guys this week is, how do you think the Shinobi Alliance is going to figure out who is a Zetsu clone and who is not? I have 2 interesting theories behind this. I honestly think they're possibly going to use Katsuyu, the slug that Tsunade can summon, because she has the ability to be able to attach to people and tell what type of chakra they are. Otherwise, there's Naruto with his brand new ability where he's able to sense people's chakra and see if it's a good-natured or if it's an evil-natured. Best way to know is to let us know with a comment below.
So until next time, you guys, SuperKamiGuru9000, out.